Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
I've a tender spot in my heart for cripples, bastards, and broken things.
What about second breakfast?
I have an army.
We have a Hulk. I solemnly swear that I am up to no good.
This is a tasty burger.
And tell him to suit up. I'm bringing the party to you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Film Optics Podcast. And today we're going to be covering the 2020 Golden Globe Award nominations. My name is Christian, and as always, I'm joined by Devin. How are you doing today, buddy?
Hello.
How's your day been, man? Happy Monday, you know, back in that work week grind and Christmas.
I'm feeling golden today. How about you?
I'm feeling pretty golden myself. You know, Christmas is a few weeks away. The Golden Globe nominees were announced early this morning.
And none of us expected it.
I wasn't expecting it at all, and honestly, I totally forgot that it was happening. I woke up, used the bathroom and checked my phone really quick, and I was like, oh. The nominees are like today. I was like, oh, like what time? And it was like, 7 a.m. our time, Central, I believe. And I was like, well, crap. now I got
the Oscars' little brother showing up.
Yeah, the Oscars' little brother. It is award season. You know, we are pretty much deep into the award season. We have the Spirit Awards. A lot of the City Film Critic Awards throughout the country are, giving out their awards as well. So we're full speed ahead, honestly. So, and before we begin today's nominees, you can listen to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Stitcher. And also, we have a giveaway going on right now for the Rise of the Planet of the Apes trilogy, or the entire trilogy for Matt Reeves' Planet of the Apes movies for digital code, and that will be going through until December 15th, so next Sunday. So I'll put a link in the description here, and it's also on a pinned tweet on our Twitter page. So now they got all that nonsense out of the way, let's get into it, Devin. I've been waiting to talk about this all day. So first,
I think we got a little competition going on here.
I believe so. So we're going to be guessing ourselves to see who wins each category. We haven't really figured out what happens to the person who loses the bet. I guess
I have an idea.
What is it?
Whoever loses has to watch Aquaman.
Oh,
it's pretty high stakes.
That is high stakes because I absolutely hate that movie. All right, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I'll post pictures if I lose, just to prove a point. Prove that I'm actually watching it. When I lose, okay. Devin acts like he has some insider information. I mean, he might. I don't know. I mean, Devin has his people. I don't have people, so it is what it is. But let's just start with the big one here, shall we? So it's going to be the best motion picture drama, and we have five nominees for this. The first one up on our list is 1917 by DreamWorks Pictures. We have The Irishman, Netflix, Martin Scorsese film. We have Joker, Warner Brothers Pictures, coming in hot. And we also have Marriage Story, another Netflix produced show with Heyday Films. And The Two Popes, which is, again, we got 3 Netflix best motion picture dramas for this category. So
when does The Two Popes come out? I don't know if it's out yet.
I thought it was already out, but I could be wrong because I know there are a few on here that let's like a Little Woman and Bombshell that haven't dropped yet. But I don't believe it's come out yet. I could be wrong, but let us know, in the comment section down below if you're listening to this on YouTube. But I mean,
first things first. Where's Parasite?
Yeah, honestly, there are a lot of things missing from here, and I did see 1917 and it was phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. Literally,
I'm excited.
The entire movie is just one take. Like there's no editing. It's just
sounds like Birdman.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I don't know, man. There are a few missing from this category, but I would definitely say that this is a stacked category. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, I would have wished to see. Maybe I would love to see Honey Boy up here, but Parasite definitely, I think, deserves a spot in here. So, what movie would you take out if Parasite was in this category?
Well, I haven't seen The Two Popes, so I guess by default I would take that out.
Oh, I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised you didn't say The Irishman, because technically
I didn't hate The Irishman.
Right. Yeah, but both of, I mean, what, it was like 18% of people on Netflix actually finished the film. Yeah. And I was like, I don't think Martin Scorsese knows how to Netflix. But hey, I mean, I'm
all
glad
you have to do was break it up into a series. Would have been so much better.
Could have been a series or like a part 1, part 2. Yeah, pretty much. But then sometimes I feel like if you would have broken it up into a series, people would have just blown through it anyway. So I don't know. It's you know, it's a coin toss in the air. So that's beyond my, you know, judgment. But yeah, I would definitely have to agree. Being Two Popes, The Two Popes is the only one that I haven't seen. I'll definitely going to give it a viewing, but yeah, I would probably take out Two Popes and put in Parasite, and that to me would be honestly a better overall drama. But from the nominees that we do have, who do you think is going to take home the gold?
I think The Irishman's going to take it home. That's my selection.
Really?
Yep.
Why, Devin? Why?
I mean, it's not what I want. It's what I think is gonna happen.
Okay.
I want to win.
Okay. What do you want to win? Between Joker and Marriage Story, because you haven't seen 1917 yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen 1917. I guess.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
I don't know.
It is tough, honestly, because I mean, even I feel like it's harder for me because I've seen 4 out of the 5. And I know I've been, you know, pushing the Marriage Story train for forever and ever. I don't think The Irishman would be my first. It would probably be I would say Marriage Story number 1, but I would put, man, that's hard. I guess I would put Marriage Story will be my number 1 pick. And then, if I'm choosing between Joker and 1917, this is hard. I'm probably going to say 1917 over Joker, and then The Irishman, and then The Two Popes. So Marriage Story for 1 for sure, 1917. Then The Joker. As much as I do love The Joker, I think 1917 definitely has more of a dramatic feel to it over Joker. But yeah, I think that would be my so
what's your official choice?
My official choice is my official choice is going to be Marriage Story.
All right, mark it down.
Mark it down. All right, so I'm typing in my phone. Marriage Story, number 1 overall pick of the night. All right. So and you're choosing The Irishman. All right. So it's Marriage Story.
Yeah, I'm marking up this PDF. My end.
Oh my gosh, Marriage Story versus Irishman. Who's gonna win? I honestly don't know, because you got different people on 2 different sides there. All right. So
this next one's very easy for me.
Yeah, it actually is. It's super easy for you. So the second, the next category here is going to be Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture Drama. And the nominees are Cynthia Erivo for Harriet, Scarlett Johansson for Marriage Story. Is it Saoirse Ronan?
Saoirse.
That's how you pronounce it? Saoirse Ronan.
It's something like that.
I like that. Saoirse Ronan. That's right. Saoirse Ronan for Little Women, and Charlize Theron for Bombshell, and Renee Zellweger for Judy. I've seen 2, and
I've seen 1, and I'm choosing Scarlett.
Right there you go. And I really wish I would have seen at least Little Women before these nominations came out, but unfortunately, tickets do go on sale today for Little Women. But as of right now, I saw Harriet. It wasn't that good, honestly. Cynthia Erivo was the only good part of the entire movie. Honestly, I think she carried the entire movie on her back. But I'm just gonna go with Scarlett Johansson as well.
I kind of wish they had the award combined for Marriage Story and Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
But then that wouldn't be a drama, really.
Well, yeah, because that would like split the votes, wouldn't it? I believe so. Yeah, because I believe the same thing happened with Disney. As we get into that a little bit later on. So, all right.
Yeah,
so
easy choice.
Easy choice, easy come, easy go.
The next one's easy too. In my eyes.
In your eyes. Whoa, hold on. We gotta back it up. Let's back it up here a little bit. So the next category is best performance by an actor in a motion picture drama, and the nominees are Christian Bale for Ford v Ferrari, Antonio Banderas for Pain and Glory, Adam Driver for Marriage Story, Joaquin Phoenix for Joker, and Jonathan Pryce for The Two Popes. What is your number one pick, Devin?
Joaquin Phoenix has to win.
What?
He has to sweep all the awards.
He has to sweep all the awards? Like,
yes.
All of them?
Yes.
All of them?
If not, I riot.
If not, you riot? Hold on. Well,
what's a better performance than that this year?
Ooh. I don't know, man. Christian Bale did a pretty good job.
Compared to the Joker...
Adam Driver did a good job too, but you see, this is tough because I haven't seen Pain and Glory. I heard it was pretty good. Two Popes, I just don't know. All right, so if I'm going with an actual solid choice, I'm just gonna cause some conflict and friction, and I'm gonna go. Damn, Christian Bale or Adam Driver. I'm gonna go with Christian Bale.
Oh, spicy.
I'm gonna change it up here a little bit. Yeah. Christian Bale for best performance. That's gonna be my number one choice. Mark it down. Joker versus Ford v Ferrari. Joker would be. I agree. It's just I don't know. I'm trying to. I saw that movie twice and I loved it. I only saw Ford v Ferrari once, but I just really like Christian Bale. I love Joaquin Phoenix as well, but I think out of everyone here who can give him a run for his money, it probably would be Christian Bale. Absolutely. All right. On to the next one here.
This one's tough.
This one is very tough. Best motion picture, musical, or comedy. We have Dolomite Is My Name, produced by Netflix. Jojo Rabbit, as Dwayne likes to say over at the Cinemania World podcast. We also have Knives Out, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Rocket Man. So this is a very stacked cast. I really don't know. What are your thoughts? I want to pick your brain here a little bit.
So the one I want to win is Jojo Rabbit, but my brain is saying it's not going to win because it's too divided.
Okay.
Amongst the critics.
Too divided. Okay. So,
I still have to watch Dolomite. I keep putting it off.
See, I only have 20 minutes left, and I kind of just stopped watching it. But it wasn't that it was a bad movie. I think I just got sidetracked with something else. Damn, this is very, very hard, man. Because I love
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Tarantino, of course.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude.
I think I'm gonna go with Knives Out winning, but I want Jojo Rabbit too. I'm gonna choose Knives Out.
All right, I'm gonna go with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I also want Jojo Rabbit to win, but I'm gonna go with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Absolutely. And normally I don't like Sony Pictures, but once in a blue moon they make a really, really good movie, and this just happens to be one of them.
Yeah.
But man, damn, this is gonna be hard. This is very, very stacked. Because I definitely agree with you. I think I would like Knives Out to win as well. But yeah, something's telling me Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But if it doesn't, I can't get mad at whoever wins in this category. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just it's too good. All right, let's move on to the next one here. The fifth category is Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. And the nominees are Ana de Armas for Knives Out, Awkwafina, The Farewell, Kate Blanchett for Where'd You Go, Bernadette, Beanie Feldstein for Booksmart, and Emma Thompson for Late Night. I've seen 3 out of the 5 of these movies.
Yep.
Haven't seen Where Did You Go, Bernadette. Did not have any desire to see Late Night whatsoever. So I guess I'll just. Well,
I'll let you take the first pick.
Yeah. I was gonna say this is best performance. My heart says Ana de Armas, and my heart also says Awkwafina, and my heart says Beanie Feldstein. She was so great, but I think for for The Farewell, the draw for me was more of the grandmother. I'm not saying that Awkwafina didn't do a great job, but I'm gonna go with Ana de Armas for Knives Out.
All right, I'm glad you did that because I'm going with Awkwafina.
Oh, there we go. I was very close to going with Beanie Feldstein because she definitely man, she was great in that movie.
I think the others had a little bit more depth, but obviously she was still great.
Yeah, she was definitely, obviously the funny one. I mean, the entire movie was hysterical, but she definitely, was one of the main reasons what kept me laughing throughout the entire movie. And, Olivia Wilde. And also, actually, I wanted to, a little bit of a sidetrack here. So I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw that Dwayne had posted that literally like no female directors have been nominated for like anything. Like themselves, like Olivia Wilde, from Queen and Slam, director from Honey Boy. I'm like drawing a blank on their names right now because they have very non-common names. But I thought that was a bit of an issue. I'm like, I didn't even realize that. But I guess we'll get more into that once we hit that nominee here. So, all right. We'll knock it down. Ana de Armas versus Awkwafina for Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. All right, so let's just move on here. So next category we have here is Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture or Comedy. And our nominees are Daniel Craig for Knives Out, Roman Griffin Davis for Jojo Rabbit, Leonardo DiCaprio for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Taron Egerton for Rocketman, and Eddie Murphy for Dolomite Is My Name. So a lot of these are pretty stacked. I mean, so far at least. I guess I'll take the reins here really quick just to see the one that I want to win. Man, this is hard. The one that I want to win is Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah, we all want our little Roman to get up on that stage.
Yeah. Man, oh my gosh. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with. I want to say Leonardo DiCaprio and I want to say Daniel Craig. Let me go with Leo on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Leo.
I think Taron's a bit of a dark horse here because
he did a great job.
Because Rami got all that love last year.
Yeah, and Rami even said that nobody wants to hear me sing, and I was like, well, yeah, they got that guy from YouTube who's like a Freddie, I guess you could say impersonator / cover artist. So there's always that going on, but man, I did love Daniel Craig's accent though. Like it was just so funny to hear him talk that way, and
I'm going Leo too. He was so good.
He really was, man. All right, well, I guess that resolves the conflict for that category, but unless, I mean, I could just go with Daniel Craig just to see who's right or wrong there, because I mean it is a close second for me. So
it's up to you.
You know what? The friction will begin. So yeah, I'll just go with Knives Out, Daniel Craig. As much as I love Roman Griffin Davis, I'm afraid that he's not going to win. But it's sad because I can't put my faith in it myself. So yeah, so we'll do Leo versus Daniel Craig for Best Performance by an Actor in Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. And chugging along here, we have one of the most interesting categories here, honestly.
Missing link.
Missing link. The missing link category, aka the best motion picture animated category. There is Frozen 2 by Walt Disney Animation Studios, How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World, aka I assume it would be How to Train Your Dragon 3 because it does continue the story from How to Train Your Dragon 2. The Lion King. Sorry, just left a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth there. The Missing Link and Toy Story 4. Wow, Disney really has his stats, and only 2 out of the 3 are really, really good. So, Devin, which one would you like to win, and which one do you think is going to win?
I would like Toy Story 4 to win, and I think Toy Story 4 is going to win.
All right. Okay.
Nice and easy for me.
Any specific reason, or are you just a really big Toy Story fan?
I think it just caught people by surprise because people weren't expecting it to be necessary, but then it warmed everyone's hearts.
All right. Fair enough. I got you. I'm actually going to go with How to Train Your Dragon Hidden World.
Ooh, different studio.
Yeah, different studios. You know what? Actually, I'm just going to go with The Missing Link, you know?
Yeah, Leica's doing some good stuff.
Or, yeah. But yeah, I'm going to go with How to Train Your Dragon Hidden World because I think DreamWorks really did put their all into this franchise. And truth be told, it is, if not the best, one of the best properties that DreamWorks owns. And I mean, the movie's phenomenal. Like, honestly, like I never really sat down to watch the series until the third one was hitting theaters, and I found the first 2 really cheap on Blu-ray, and I was like, you know what? Let's just sit down and have a laugh and see where this goes. I mean, obviously it's very, very dated, but the story was really, really good, and I was like, wow, this actually has me pumped for How to Train Your Dragon 3 Hidden World. So all right, so we locked that one in for Toy Story versus How to Train Your Dragon. My second choice would have been Frozen 2, and then Missing Link, and then The Lion King. So there's always that. All right, so next up here, God, man, we've been going through these pretty fast. I don't know. What do you think?
I think once we get the TV, we can speed it up a little.
Yeah. You speed it up or take it slow?
Yes. Speed it up for TV.
All right. Yeah.
We're movie guys. I mean, we like TV, but
yeah,
it's more about the movies.
Yeah, it is more about the movie. I mean, I love a great TV show. There's so many great TV shows out there. Sometimes it's hard to pick to find out which ones you want to start. With movies, it is, more of a, 2 hour adventure just to kind of ease your mind from your daily routines. But moving on here, we have the best motion picture for foreign language, and the nominees are The Farewell, I can never pronounce.
Les Miserables.
Les Miserables from France, Pain and Glory, Parasite, and Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Now,
this might be the easiest one of them all.
I think so. Obviously, we're I don't. Yeah. I think there for a second. I was like, The Farewell was very, very good.
When did Les Miserables come out? I'm confused.
I can't remember when that came out. It might have came out like super early in the year,
like 10 years ago.
It might be a remake then, I believe. I don't know, but I hear Portrait of a Lady on Fire is actually phenomenal. But our heart and soul is telling us that we're both going to choose Parasite. So
easy,
easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and we move on to the next category here: the best performance by an actress in a supporting role in any motion picture. And we have Kathy Bates for Richard Jewell, which we have not seen. Annette Bening for The Report. Again, we have not seen that. Laura Dern for Marriage Story. Jennifer Lopez for Hustlers. And Margot Robbie for Bombshell. So we've seen 2. Which one are you going with?
I'm going with J-Lo.
Really?
Make it nice and spicy.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay. She's great.
Wait. Yeah, okay. She was great. But Constance Wu was so much better. Like, I loved What?
I don't know.
J-Lo literally played herself
No,
in that entire movie she did. I
She's
swear.
not a bad person like that.
Oh, I mean, obvious. Well, I don't know what she does in her free time.
Constance Wu is more of the main character, anyways.
Yeah, but is she actually supporting or is she main?
I don't think she's nominated.
All right. Good point. Whatever. And anyway, I'm going Laura Dern, Marriage Story. Lock it in.
Even though you hated her.
Like, okay, yeah, but she's the person that like you're supposed to hate. Like you're like, no matter if she's fighting for Nicole or against Charlie, you were not supposed to like her character. So I'm gonna go Laura Dern over J-Lo. I love J-Lo, but to me, she literally played herself in that movie. She looked great. She did a fantastic job, but I think there were others who did a lot better. Constance Wu, I think, outshined J-Lo, but that is all me. So I guess we'll lock that in. We'll see what happens early January to see, who reigns supreme. All right, so the next category we have here is Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role in Any Motion Picture. And we have number 1, Tom Hanks in A Beautiful Day in This Neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Will you be mine? All right, that was kind of cheesy. But then we also have Anthony Hopkins for The Two Popes. We have Al Pacino. We have Al Pacino for The Irishman, Joe Pesci for The Irishman, and Brad Pitt for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
This one's tough.
This one is very, very tough because we've seen majority of these movies this time around. It's very, very nice to, choose a category for that you've seen all these movies.
My heart is screaming Brad Pitt.
My heart is screaming. Honestly, yes, but I would definitely say. So, is that your final answer?
Al Pacino was just playing Al Pacino. Joe Pesci
was playing Joe Pesci. He was really good though. I love Joe Pesci in this movie. No love for never mind. I was gonna say no love for the main Irishman himself. I'm like, oh yeah, he was the main. So
I'm going Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. All right, I'll go with oh man, you took mine. I'll go with Tom Hanks. I will go with Tom Hanks. Even though something tells me he ain't gonna win, I'll go with Tom Hanks. Absolutely. I think he has the best chance against running against Brad Pitt. Even though I think Brad Pitt's totally gonna win, and I'm totally fine with that. So
have Aquaman loaded up in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. Come on, man. Listen. Nothing has been decided.
Bonus features too.
But no, we're not doing the bonus features. That movie's so bad. Man, I swear if I owned Venom, I would have chosen that over Aquaman because I enjoyed Aquaman at least more than Venom. But they're both really, really bad in my opinion. Not to say that, other people don't like them, but hey, that's just me. It is what it is, man. All right. So the next category we have here, the 11th category, actually. Wow, it's been 11 already? All right, so the best director motion picture category is next, and we have Bong Joon-ho for Parasite. We have Sam Mendes for 1917, Todd Phillips for The Joker, Martin Scorsese for The Irishman, and Quentin Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And I think this is one. God. Yeah, this is actually a really, really stacked cast here, and going back to what I was saying earlier, no women directors whatsoever, and we've had a tremendous amount of them this year. I wish at least maybe one or two would have made the list, to be completely honest, because I mean we've gotten some really good movies, man. Like,
oh yeah, and I also forgot to mention a snub for Best Supporting Actress.
What? Where's
Lupita for Us?
Honestly, yeah, I was seeing that.
It's a major snub.
Okay, so I bought, I bought Us for Best Buy Black Friday. Still haven't watched it. There's a lot of them I haven't watched. I'm trying to watch the bad movies first and get those out of the way. I just finished X-Men Dark Phoenix before we started. So,
oh boy,
yeah, it is what it is, man. But like I said, you got to get through the rubble before you get to the good stuff. There's always a diamond in the rough. Diamond in the rough.
Yeah, I
But
had to shout out Lupita though, because
yeah, no, absolutely. And I've heard she's done a phenomenal performance. I'll definitely be watching it, probably midday, because I like to sleep at night. And I did the same thing for what was it, Midsummer. But you know, that was kind of fitting watching it in midday while it was taking place midday. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But man, this best director, it's pretty stacked. It is very, very stacked. I'm having the hardest time trying to figure out who's gonna win. Obviously, you know, Martin Scorsese and Quentin Tarantino being the powerhouses that they are, I think that it would be between those two, but I really want Parasite to win, so I'm gonna go with Parasite.
I'm gonna go for a wild card and put my faith in Sam Mendes and see what happens.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen the movie yet, but
it is, dude. It
sounds like a lot of directing went on.
It is, man. The cinematography is just phenomenal in that movie. You'll definitely appreciate it. It's not super long either. I think it's like it just hits like right underneath 2 hours, and it didn't even feel like 2 hours. It was like, I mean, at one point I was like, man, you know, it's getting kind of late. I'm not sure if I should just dip out and come back. And I normally never leave a movie unless it was Hellboy 2019. And you know, I just kept watching. I was like, I just need to know what happens next. So, but moving on here, we have the best screenplay for motion picture. We have Noah Baumbach for Marriage Story. We have Bong Joon-ho, Han Jin-won for Parasite. Anthony McCartan for The Two Popes, Quentin Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Steven Zaillian for The Irishman. Is that how you pronounce his last name? Zaillian?
Sure.
Like that. Sure. All right. I'm sorry if I butchered your last name there, Steven, but the show must go on. So who would you choose? Or I guess who would you want to win? And then who do you think is actually going to win?
It lines up for me again. I want Bong Joon-ho to win, and I think he's going to win.
All right.
Along with it looks like he has a partner.
Yeah,
Han Jin-won.
Yeah, Han Jin-won. Dude, I'm gonna go with Marriage Story on this.
All right.
Marriage Story versus Parasite, best screenplay. Let's lock it up there for sure. So that'll be pretty fun. Let's see what else. Man, we got a lot to get through. How many of these are there? 27?
There's 15 for there's 10 more for movies.
10. Oh my gosh, 10 more. All right. Well, I mean, we're making really good time.
No, 2 more for movies.
2 more for movies. 2 more for, okay. Well, honestly, yeah, we're making really good time. So I guess it's just I've been so hyped to talk about this all day, and I was like, all right, you know, 7 o'clock. Let's do this thing, and let's just hammer it out and have some fun. So next one is the best original score for motion picture. We have Alexandra Desplat for Little Woman. We have Hildur. I cannot pronounce that last name. Good Naturier. Can't. Joker. There we go. Randy Newman from Marriage Story.
You got a friend in me.
And Thomas Newman for 1917. Not sure if they're related. It's a pretty common last name though. And then Daniel Pemberton for Motherless Brooklyn, which I still haven't seen. Did you see it?
No.
Yeah, that's a shame. I was like actually thinking about doing a like review for it, but I just couldn't bring myself to see it, and I don't know why. It's just one of those, I guess I'll never know. Unless it pops up on a streaming service somewhere, which I'm sure it will. So, all right. So for best original score, I'm actually going to go here with 1917.
All right.
It was very, very captivating, and I loved every second of it. So
I kind of liked the Marriage Story score. It was kind of weird having Toy Story guy do it, but it kind of worked.
But I don't know, man. Joker's is very good too. Like
I'm gonna go with Jokers.
All right. So 1917 versus Joker, locking in.
Hildur.
Good
not
Guten Tag. I don't know. No, that's not right. But that's okay.
All right. Time for the last movie one.
time for the last big one here. So next category we have on the list is going to be Best Original Song. And that's going to be the nominees here. Beautiful Ghosts from Cats. Music by Andrew Lloyd Webber and Taylor Swift. I'm Gonna Love Me Again, Rocket Man. Music by Elton John. Lyrics by Bernie Taupin. Into the Unknown. Frozen. There we go. With Robert Lopez and Kristen Anderson Lopez. Spirits? Lion King? When did that happen? Timothy McKenzie, Beyonce, and Ilya Salamanderism. I don't know. I can't pronounce that last name either. What music? What was that? Do you remember that?
I don't really remember any of these except for Frozen 2 because it was most recent.
All right. And then in the last one we have here, Stand Up from Harriet, music by Joshua Brian Campbell and Cynthia Erivo. And the lyrics as well by both of those. Yeah, I mean, what's Larry from the Cinemania world, he had mentioned that he was really excited for this. I think he's standing for Stand Up here pretty hard, but I'm gonna go. Okay, so are you gonna choose? You're going Frozen 2, I'm assuming.
That's the only one I remember, so I guess.
Honestly, I mean, I kind of remember I'm Gonna Love Me Again, but I'll go with Into the Unknown as well. So, yeah.
No love lost.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well. It is what it is, man. A lot of these, we haven't seen Cats. So.
Man, don't plan on it.
Oh, there we go. All right. So let's throw that out of our arsenal.
At least I don't.
I don't know, man. I've never seen Cats. I know it's about cats, but that's all I know. You know, I have no clue what to expect. I mean,
it's going up against Star Wars. Like, what are you doing? Who are you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It comes out the same weekend, doesn't it?
Yeah, same day.
Well, I'll definitely be seeing Star Wars for like 5 times in a row, and Little Woman as well. That comes out a few days after, but definitely got to see both of those before I even attempt to go see Cats. Yeah, I don't know. Wow, I didn't even realize that came out.
Uncut Gems.
Oh, that's right. I think that hits my theater December 24th. So Christmas Eve. So I'll definitely be checking that out as well. I didn't want to, use one of my AMC, stubs for it yet because, there's a few movies coming up this weekend I like to see. So I didn't want to, cast it out there too much. After this weekend that comes up, after the weekend of the 13th, definitely I will be, locking that in to go see it on Christmas Eve. So it's going to be a pretty packed Christmas movie days for me. So, all right. So I believe that does it for all of the silver screen nominations that we have here. And
on to the movies or the TV shows.
On to the TV shows. And then later on, have you been marking down what we're supposed to be pitting up against? Because I'll probably just go over it later.
I'm marking my choices.
Okay. I'll mark my choices here in a bit. But all right.
So for TV, I haven't seen most of these, so we can just kind of like give our choices and get it over with.
Okay. Yeah, totally. So the first category we have here for TV, small screen, but still a very big impact in film culture, I would say, is Big Little Lies by HBO, The Crown, Netflix, Killing Eve, BBC America, The Morning Show, Apple TV Plus, and Succession, HBO. So
I'm gonna go with Succession because everyone talks about it and it must be good.
I was going.
That's my reasoning.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard, and honestly, no love for Watchmen or his Dark Materials because those are really, really good on HBO. I've never seen Big Little Lies, and just like you, I've heard a lot of good things about Succession. I think I stopped watching Morning Show. Well, I mean, I've been kind of trying to keep up with it. Like, it's not bad, but I don't think I'll be really going too much farther into it. I think it's like, 5-6 episodes in, 7 episodes. I think I'm like 6 episodes in. I don't know. But I'm going to go with The Crown because I actually started watching that on Netflix a while back, and I really, really enjoy it. And I enjoy it a lot more than The Morning Show, and I haven't seen any of these others. So, Succession versus The Crown. for Best Television Series.
All right.
All right. So the next category we have here is Best Performance by an Actress in a Television Series Drama. We have Jennifer Aniston, The Morning Show, Olivia Colman for The Crown, Jodie Comer for Killing Eve, Nicole Kidman for Big Little Lies, and Reese Witherspoon for The Morning Show. What are you going to be choosing here?
I'm just going to guess Olivia Colman. Let's see if she can keep her hot streak up.
Oh, man, you took mine. Crap. All right. So, yeah, I mean, for what I've seen from The Morning Show, I would definitely have to say that Reese Witherspoon is definitely the attention drawer for me because she's just a phenomenal actor. So yeah, and I agree with Olivia Colman. You know, she's been doing fantastic work as the older version of Queen Elizabeth. Claire Foy originally took the helm before Olivia Colman on The Crown. So this is Queen Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth, God save the Queen, in her later years. So let's go. I would choose Olivia Colman, but I want to see if Reese Witherspoon is going to win something for The Morning Show. So we'll do Olivia versus Reese Witherspoon for this category here. This next one, and I'm actually kind of like I'm
completely blind here.
This grinded my gears because we have the Best Performance by an Actor in a Television Series. We have Brian Cox for Succession, Kit Harington for Game of Thrones, Rami Malek for Mr. Robot, Tobias Menzies for The Crown, and Billy Porter for Pose. Now, as much as I agree with Kit Harington, this is the only Game of Thrones nomination for the Golden Globes. This literally, it's not even on here for Best Television Series, which to me kind of grinds my gears a little bit because say what you will about season 8 of Game of Thrones, and as bad as D&D were writers for, you know, all these other original, you know, screenplays that they've helped create, Game of Thrones is literally it's changed TV for the better, and still to this day remains as literally one of the best TV shows we've ever gotten, regardless of the ending. And I can name like 4 other shows that have worse endings anyway, but I'm not getting into that right now. But that's the only issue that I have between, especially for the coming up category with Best Television Series. But Kit Harington, I'm going to have to go with Kit Harington for Best Performance by an Actor in a Television Series.
I'm going Rami Malek. See if he can also keep his hot streak going.
All right. So Kit versus Rami for Best Performance by an Actor in Television Series. Now, since I kind of already touched on this, Best Television Series, Musical or Comedy, we have Barry for HBO, which I hear is very, very good. Hannah from Cinemania World absolutely loves the show, and I've been meaning to check it out myself.
It's one of the main reasons I need to get HBO.
Yeah, that's right. You still don't have it, man.
Nope.
You've been watching Disney Plus for too long.
Yeah. Every Friday.
Every Friday. We got Fleabag from Amazon Prime Video, The Kaminsky Method for Netflix, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel Prime Video, and The Politician Netflix. Now, I've only started watching one of these shows, and that was Fleabag. But I'm going to go with Barry because I hear Barry is fan-freaking-tastic, and it has Bill Hader. So that's my choice.
I'm going Fleabag because I watched all of it, and I loved all of it.
All right, there we go. So we got Barry versus Fleabag for Best Television Series, Musical or Comedy. So moving on here, we have the next category, the Best Performance by an Actress in a Television Series, Musical or Comedy. We have Christina Applegate from Dead to Me, Rachel Brosnahan from The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Kirsten Dunst on Becoming a God in Central Florida. She's what? I didn't even know she was still doing anything. Natasha Lyonne for Russian Doll, and Phoebe Waller-Bridge for Fleabag. I'm just gonna go Fleabag because I never watched any of these other TV shows. So
I've actually seen 3 of these.
Oh, have you really? Which ones?
Surprisingly, Dead to Me, Russian Doll, and Fleabag.
Terrible?
All pretty good.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Well, besides Fleabag, we know Fleabag's really, really good. So which one would you give your pick to? You think is going to win?
I'm gonna go with Rachel Brosnahan because I think she won last year.
Oh, you're right. You know what? I think you're right. The Golden Globes were a mess last year, weren't they? It was terrible for some, but there's a lot of snubs in there. Freaking Rami Malek, I swear. Some days still think about it. But moving on here, we have the best performance by an actor in a television series, musical or comedy. So we have Michael Douglas for The Comiskey Method, Bill Hader for Barry, Ben Platt for The Politician, Paul Rudd for Living with Yourself, and Rami Youssef for Rami. So, again, I've only seen one of these, and I'm going to go with Paul Rudd for Living with Yourself because I think he did a really, really great job, with the themes that show kind of touches on, especially with depression and, marital issues and what have you. So what would you choose?
I'm going Bill Hader.
Okay.
I love him.
The Bill is back.
Great show.
All right, there we go. So for best performance by an actor in television series, we have Bill Hader versus the Paul Rudd, aka Ant-Man. So let's move on here. Excuse me, my voice is getting a little raspy there. And for our next, I think we have a few more to go here, but not too much. The next category we have here is Best Television Limited Series or Motion Picture Made for Television. That was actually a mouthful to say. Anyway, we have Catch-22, that's on Hulu, produced by Paramount Television. Chernobyl by HBO. Fosse/Verdun, FX Networks. I totally forgot that was an actual thing. The Loudest Voice for Showtime, and Unbelievable, Netflix. And I think it's pretty simple about what we're gonna choose. But
I would like to choose Unbelievable, but I'm gonna choose Chernobyl because everyone talked about it.
You know what, man? That's a good. All right, I got you. All right, I'm gonna go with Unbelievable because that was gonna be my initial choice. I've not seen Chernobyl, so that's why I was gonna choose Unbelievable. So we got Chernobyl versus Unbelievable for Best Television Limited Series. So moving on here to the 22nd category, we have Best Performance by an Actress in a Limited Series or Motion Picture Made for Television. And we have, again, Caitlin Dever, Unbelievable, Joey King for The Act, Helen Mirren for Catherine the Great, Merritt Weaver for Unbelievable,
Hey.
and Michelle Williams for Fosse/Verdun. And honestly, I want to say really quick, I feel like I'm going through these really fast because, like, when they announced them this morning, they just like blew through them. Like, I think they did I think they did TV first, and then they did film, the movies, and I think Tim Allen was there, and he's worked with Caitlin Dever on Last Man Standing, the sitcom, which is actually really, really good. But I forgot who else was there. I think Dakota Fanning was there. But they literally just like blew through them. Like, they went through all of television, and then they took like a 10-15 minute break, and then they just came back for like another 10 minutes and did all of the movie stuff. And then that was literally it. They're like, all right, see you January 5th. Bye. And then that was literally the end of it. I was like, can you just like post this online next time? Like, I honestly don't feel like waking up that early just to watch a, 15 to 20 second video. And like, I mean, if people are just going to post them on Twitter and stuff later, that's literally all I need. But that's the Hollywood Foreign Press Association for you. So anyway, getting back to this Best Performance Actor for Limited Series, what would be your number one pick, or who do you think is actually going to win?
Caitlin Dever.
All right.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, I got you there. I'm actually going to go, I'll go with Merritt Weaver just to see who between the two. I mean, I know the votes are probably going to be split for this one anyway, but I've never seen these other TV shows. So, and I think, I think Merritt Weaver did a phenomenal job, as well as Caitlin Dever. And especially the perfect send-off that TV show had at the very end. It was so amazing. So we got Caitlin D versus Merritt W. Both for
Merritt. It's an odd name.
It really is, isn't it? I mean, honestly, if you think about Florence, it's more of an odd name. I know a few people named after a city. There was this one girl growing up in my grade in high school. Her name was London, and there was another girl. Her name was Chardonnay.
London Tipton.
London Tipton. I've been watching a lot of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm on season 2, but I totally forgot how many episodes were in each season. But it actually goes, in order. Unlike Spider-Man, the 90s Spider-Man, which they need to fix. And I actually need to check to see if they fix it, because season 1, episode 1, that is that is not how all this starts. It just they're just all concocted together and all this craziness. So anyway, I digress. So the next nomination, or category I should say, that we have here is going to be the best performance by an actor in a limited series or motion picture made for television. So we have Christopher Abbott for Catch-22, Sacha Baron Cohen for The Spy, Russell Crowe for The Loudest Voice, Jared Harris for Chernobyl, and Sam Rockwell, Samuel Tarly. I was gonna say, wow, I'm all Game of Thrones up, dude. But Sam Rockwell for Foss/Vernon. So
this is the one I'm most blind on. I have no idea.
Same, and I think I'm just gonna go with I'll go with Catch-22 with Christopher Abbott just to see if he wins.
I'm just gonna go Sam Rockwell. He's the only. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm totally lost in this category because, but it's like even so, like, yes, like I wouldn't say that I don't watch a lot of television, because I do, but these are not the shows that I'm watching. Chernobyl is something I do want to check out, but right now I'm watching like His Dark Materials. We got all the stuff on Disney Plus, and especially Watchmen, which I think it has definitely been snubbed from all of this because it is a phenomenal show. All right, so the next category we have up here, the 24th category of the evening, is best performance by an actress in a supporting role in a limited series or motion picture made for television. And we have, I'm going to start from the ground up here. So we have Emily Watson for Chernobyl, Meryl Streep for Big Little Lies, Toni Collette for Unbelievable, Helena Carter for The Crown, and Patricia Arquette for The Act. I would choose Toni Collette because I'm not that far into The Crown, and I haven't started watching with Olivia Colman, so I'm assuming that's a character during Queen Elizabeth's time on that season. So I'm just gonna go with Toni Collette for Unbelievable.
I'm gonna go with Meryl Streep because she's Meryl Streep. Agreed. She's also going to be in Little Women, so I'm actually very excited for that. I love to see Meryl Streep in pretty much anything that she's in because she's just that dang good. I don't know. So, all right, moving on here. We have best performance by an actor in a supporting role in a series, limited series, or motion picture made for television. They really need to start chopping down a lot. I feel bad for the presenters.
Wait, who are the presenters this year?
I don't know. Just whoever has to read this. It's rough.
Yeah, it really is rough because I'm going through this and wait, do we do that already? And no, it's kind of like the same thing, but it's not. But it kind of is. But anyway, let me read off these nominees here.
The last one.
Oh yeah, it is the last one. Oh my gosh, we made it. There we go. So we have Alan Arkin for The Kaminsky Method. We have Kieran Culkin for Succession.
Macaulay's brother.
Macaulay? Oh, wow. Did not know that. We have Andrew Scott for Fleabag. Stellan Skarsgård. Stellan Skarsgård for Chernobyl. And Henry... Such a funny last name. Henry Winkler
for
Barry.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go with the guy with a funny name, Henry Winkler.
I'm gonna go with the guy with the cool name, Stellan Skarsgård.
Scott. No love for Fleabag, really. Very shocked, Devin. It's all
I
right.
don't even know who that is.
There you go. Fair enough. All right. So for that last nominee, we have Fleabag versus Barry for the best performance in an actor in a supporting role series, limited series, or motion picture made for television. They really need to oh my gosh. They just need to chop down some of these categories. But that actually concludes every single category and every single nominee for the Golden Globes. It will be coming out, I believe it is January 5th, 2020. I could be wrong, but I'm like 99% sure. But actually, really, I wanted to go through all of the motion picture distributors really quick, because this is actually a really big deal, and it's actually pretty exciting. So starting off, we actually have Netflix for 17 nominations, which is insane because everyone always tries to act like, streaming services, they can't play in the big leagues, they can't be in the Oscars, they can't be a part of any awards. And because for whatever reason, just because it's, a streaming service. But say what you will about Netflix, they're definitely the most reliable streaming service that we have right now. And, regardless, sometimes they don't have really good movies, but it looks like that is changing with Marriage Story. I don't really want to talk about Tall Girl because that movie was just terrible. But they have a lot of great original shows as well. So I think this is a really big good step in the right direction for
like I said,
service.
Netflix is king.
Netflix is king, honestly. They really are. And so next on our list, we have Sony Pictures releasing. They have had 8 nominations for these Golden Globe Awards. Then we're moving on to Walt Disney Studio Motion Pictures. They had 6. Warner Brothers had 6. Lionsgate had 5. Universal Pictures had 5 nominees. Neon had 4. Amazon Studios had 3. Paramount Pictures and United Artists Releasing also had 3. A24, Focus Features, Fox Searchlight, Pictures, and Sony Pictures Classics all had 2 nominations. And then STX Films and LD Entertainment / Roadside Attractions had 1 each. And I'm no love for Peanut Butter Falcon, because that was actually a distributor was Roadside Attractions.
Good point.
Yeah, I'm very, very sad for that. But and also really quick, just wanted to cover the nominations by television network. So we have Netflix again at 17, HBO together makes 15, Hulu makes 5, Amazon Prime Video makes 5, FX Network makes 4, Apple TV Plus and Showtime both make 3 respectively, and BBC America makes 2 nominations, and USA Network has 1. And honestly, I would say this is pretty big for Apple TV Plus, especially since they came in the game so early. It was like maybe a month and a half ago when Apple TV Plus launched. I know they don't have the best shows. I really wanted to try out Servants, but maybe just watch the first 3 episodes to see how it holds up. But I'm only honestly watching it for Rupert Grint, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude our Golden Globe 2020 nominations here. There are a few other little, television series programs going by like the nomination numbers. Just want to really hint really quick that Marriage Story actually did get 6 nominations, making it the most out of all. Irishman got 5. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood got 5. Knives Out got 3. Parasite got 3. And 1917 also got 3 as well. So did the Two Popes got 4. So I just wanted to make those quick little mentions. So that it goes so on and so forth there. We don't have to go through all of those. But that pretty much concludes this podcast for that. But I'm really excited for this, man. You know, we're full swing award season, and anything can happen. So I guess I wanted to ask you really quick: do you think this nomination list is stacks up to the last year? Do you think it's better? Do you think it's worse? Do you think there's more snubs?
Well, I barely remember anything from last year's because I remember it being pretty bad. So, like, expectations aren't very high, so they can match it.
Who hosted last year? Was it Andy Samberg?
I don't know.
I can't remember. The only thing I remember coming out from last year was that Bohemian Rhapsody one for Best Picture Drama, and I was like, "What in God's name is going on here?" Because that movie was terrible. As much as I love Queen, and I do own this on digital, but it's just the editing's terrible. And honestly, and you know, people are saying, "Oh yeah, you know, it's a Queen, you know, biopic," and it's like, well, yeah, it's a biopic, but I can just listen to their music on Spotify and be good because it's honestly all it was. But anyway, yeah, I'm really hoping this year will be a little bit better. I'm hoping that the hosts are going to be a lot better, and I wish they would because last year I feel like they didn't take it as seriously. And truth be told, like, you know, throughout the year, during the beginning of the year, we only had a handful of really good movies. But, you know, towards the end of the year, as soon as fall hit, that's definitely where a lot of these newer, you know, more recent releases are starting to shine over the previous ones. No love for Avengers Endgame, but honestly, I didn't really expect it to be here. But hey, I mean, Joker made it, so I guess anything's possible. But as I said before, that does conclude this podcast. So sorry, we're just a little bit tired here. You know, it's Monday night. Everyone's got work tomorrow. And what have you. But thank you all for listening. Seriously, you know, we try to get this out as fast as we can, you know, with the schedules that we have. But I really wanted to make a few more announcements here before we close up. So again, you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, and Stitcher. And you can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Go ahead and follow us on Instagram because we started that a few days ago, and you know, we're starting to get a little bit of a following, and you know, we just want to get the information out for you guys. We may not be able to cover everything that like Culture Crave does on Twitter, or Lights Camera Barstool does, or Variety, you know, because a lot of those Twitter pages have more insight than we do, but we will continue to at least bring our own content to the table and some movie and TV film related news for all you lovely folks out there. And also, don't forget, we our new giveaway started for the Planet of the Apes trilogy. Matt Reeves' Planet of the Apes trilogy digital code giveaway. So it's going to be 3 movies, 1 winner. 3 movies and 1 winner. So, you know, I just figured someone should at least have the entire trilogy instead of doing 3 separate giveaways, because honestly I don't feel like doing that, and that seems like a lot of work for that. So I'm just gonna give 1 lucky winner the entire trilogy. So that started today, and you can also find that on a pinned tweet over on our Twitter, and I'll also put the link to it in the podcast description and in the YouTube description as well, for those listening over on YouTube. And the last thing I think we have coming up, this coming up Wednesday, within the next few days, we're going to be doing our Star Wars recap review. We're not going to be covering all 8 movies because that's a lot, and we really just wanted to focus on this the sequel trilogy. So we're going to be doing a recap review of The Force Awakens and Last Jedi, and we're going to be having some special guests on there with us as well. We're going to be having Dwayne and Alex over from the Cinemania World podcast joining us, so we'll have a lot of good fun there, and you know, a lot of hot takes, I'm sure, going back and forth between everyone who will be on the podcast. But I believe that does it. And we're also, I think, are we going to review Jumanji? What is it? Next Level?
I'm going to see it.
All right. I watched the first one today. It was okay. Like, I mean, it was definitely really, really funny. But like, I swear that like they just had an excuse to be like, oh, Welcome to the Jungle. Let's make a Jumanji movie out of this. But I mean, overall, I can't see myself watching it again. I mean, I bought it for like $6, but I mean, that's totally fine. If I do watch it again, it won't be until later down the line. It was funny. I'm actually very surprised that this is certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. That's what it says on the back of the box, at least. So I don't know, but I definitely say it entertained me through and through. So I got
this for.
Yeah, and I'm more of a stand for the original Jumanji, but hey, man, that's Sony Pictures for you. But yeah, that concludes today's podcast, as I've said for like the third time. And always, Devin, thank you for coming on to cover all this wonderful Golden Globes. I can't imagine when the Oscars comes out. Definitely have to bring in some more people for that, because this is a lot to get through. I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't think we were going to be able to get through all these. We've done Golden Globes last year. You can check out those videos if you really care about them. A lot of people probably don't, because it's time to move on from all those crappy decisions they made last year. But anyway, that'll be it, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Peace.